Aloha, this is Brian Campbell from aloha.social, and today I'm going to be sharing with you Kauai Scuba Diving Reviews by a hot new company on the island, Kauai Scuba Rebreather and Technical. They're not exactly brand new, but they're one of the newest diving companies that's growing at a great rate, and I'm here to shed some light on why that's happening. So if you look at their Facebook page, they have nothing but 5-star Kauai Scuba Diving Reviews. And it's very hard for a company to have only 5-star reviews because if you do anything imperfectly or if someone's very picky, they won't leave a perfect review. So that just means that these guys are dedicated and passionate about diving. And I've gotten to know the owners over the past few months, and when you speak to them, they just spew out diving wisdom and diving passion. So you can see there's photos of just beautiful Kauai places and things that you can see through scuba diving. And if you look at some of these reviews, this review I thought was really a great review and a testimony to their character, because we had someone who was here with a limited amount of time to dive, and they wanted to try it because they were in Kauai and they had heard that Kauai scuba diving was some of the best scuba diving in the world. So the only time that they could go was Christmas Day, but Mike and Brian were able to take them out and they just had a great time. And if you read the review, you can see they were a little bit nervous because it was a new thing. Slightly terrifying, as Charissa explains it. However, Mike and Brian made us feel really comfortable. They had a blast. They held a starfish. They were diving with turtles, exploring the underwater wonderland. So she thanks them, and they're only going to dive with Mike and Brian on Kauai. So you can see there's sea turtles are an everyday experience when diving here. Let me go back to some of the other reviews. A lot of these reviews say that Brian is very patient, Mike's very patient, and his love for teaching and diving is contagious. That's just a wonderful thing to hear about anybody. I recommend him highly. Part of my reason for showing all these great reviews is just to show that when a company takes care of its people, then the word of mouth that goes out from that just is tremendous. And if you search for reviews for these guys, they're positive everywhere you go. Brian made me feel safe, and he's super patient. I highly recommend getting certified by Brian. And the thing is, a lot of people like to complain, but when you have a great experience, you should share that as well as a way of saying thanks. These guys take great care of you. When you're interested in Kauai scuba diving, these guys are just amazing. So we can go see all of the reviews. You can see that they're all 5-star ratings. There's 13 of them. And I won't read them all, but you could just see that there's 5-star, 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 5-star review. And that's on their Facebook page. If we go to their Yelp page, we can see Kauai Rebreather and Technical, Diving Kauai, Kauai Scuba Diving Reviews that are all 5 stars. And you can see pictures of some of the cool stuff that they'll show you on Kauai. A very knowledgeable and very exciting rare diving opportunities. Knee-how diving, which is just off the shore, is also available. So John says he's known Mike for a long time. So Mike's got a great reputation, over 30 years of diving. He's the most experienced diving trainer on the island, and he's actually the only one that's qualified to train a dive instructor. So if you want to train other scuba divers to become certified, if you want to learn it on Kauai, you have to work with Mike. He's the only one experienced enough. And another 5-star reviews. A must-do, top-notch, all in caps. Just a lot of people raving about how great these guys are at diving. This guy got his advanced open water certification, saying these guys are excellent instructors. I will only dive with Kauai Rebreather and Technical. And if you want a solid foundation, Jen says, then this is the place to come. Mike's fabulous at teaching you, but also how to enjoy the diving experience. Not to focus on just all the things you need to be doing, but how to actually stop and smell the underwater roses. And the reason why I want to share this video of these reviews is if you look at the other Kauai scuba diving companies, you'll find negative reviews if you're looking for them. And it's not to badmouth another company, but just to show that there are people here that actually care about you having a great dive experience. They'll take you out. They'll show you amazing stuff. And it's not just about selling lots of tickets for a big boat that goes out and does it quickly. These guys actually want you to enjoy diving, the best diving that you've ever experienced. On their TripAdvisor page, Kauai Rebreather and Technical, you see here's some people who went out diving with Mike, and they're all happy, having a great time. And you can see some more Kauai scuba diving reviews. What an experience, breathing underwater with no bubbles. I won't read the whole review, but this guy's an underwater photographer, and the bubbles can scare wildlife away, and they also get in the way of great photos. So when you go with the Rebreather, which is a more advanced type of diving, that it's a different technology than Kauai scuba diving, but it lets you dive longer with no bubbles. So that is something that's only available with Diving Kauai and Kauai Scuba and Rebreather and Technical. This guy met Mike before he had his own shop. This is a younger company because Mike has been a diver trainer for many years, but he started this company about 2 years ago or 3 years ago. So he's the most experienced. He's worked with all the other divers out there. It's just a newer company, which is why they have less reviews. But I wanted to make this video so that it would encourage some more people to leave more reviews. Not just a technical shop, but they offer many technical classes. This guy recommends the Rebreather. It's a great way to capture pictures. So Kauai Scuba, Rebreather, and Technical. It's a fast-growing company, and it's refreshing to see people who are really passionate about serving their audience. So if you want to go scuba diving, or if you live on Kauai and you want to try scuba diving, give Mike and Brian a call. They'll be happy to answer your questions, and they're going to take great care of you. You can call them below now, and they'll give you a great price and a great experience. And if you do have that great experience, please show them some love. Leave them a nice review, because it'll help them get out there and serve more people, which is what they're passionate about doing. This is Brian Campbell with Aloha.social, and I will see you with more Kauai website reviews in the future on our YouTube channel. Thank you and aloha.